Hello, and welcome back to Pure Stoic Truth. I want to take a moment to sincerely thank you for being here. Whether you're a returning subscriber or it's your first time on this channel, your support means everything. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the insights that could truly shift the way you understand women, relationships, and yourself. In our last video, we pulled back the curtain on a difficult topic, the truth about unfaithful women. And many of you responded with powerful comments, stories, and questions. But the truth doesn't stop there. Because betrayal rarely explodes all at once. It leaks in, slowly, quietly. And if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss the warnings until it's too late. What if she's not just tired, but emotionally invested in someone else? That subtle shift you feel, her eyes, her tone, her presence, it's not in your head. It's real. And today, we're decoding it. You don't need a psychology degree to feel when something's off, but you do need the courage to admit it. Because when a woman cheats, she doesn't do it in silence. She leaves emotional fingerprints everywhere. From guarded phones to vanishing intimacy, the signs are there. Not loud, but loud enough for a man who's paying attention. This isn't about paranoia. It's about clarity, awareness, power. So in this video, we'll walk through the red flags only unfaithful women display. The ones most men overlook until it's too late. Let's begin with the first and most common sign. We ended the last part with a powerful truth. When a woman begins to cheat, it's not just her physical attention that changes. Her emotional currency, the energy she once poured into the relationship, starts to move elsewhere. And that shift? It leaves a trail, clear as day, if you know how to read it. Let's continue. Sign 1. The intimacy fades or becomes a mask. Here's the twist that catches most men off guard. Both withdrawal and sudden passion can be signs. Because when a woman is cheating, it's not just her body she's sharing. She's reallocating her emotional energy. That intimacy you once shared becomes transactional. Sometimes, sex becomes a distant chore, her way of keeping up appearances. Other times, it's overly intense, almost like she's performing, not connecting. Either way, it's rarely authentic anymore. But you won't feel it in the act itself. You'll feel it in the silence afterward. In that hollow moment when she rolls over, emotionally miles away. Like you're kissing someone through a sheet of frosted glass. That, my friend, is not love. That's the echo of betrayal pretending to be affection. Sign 2. She starts picking fights out of thin air. Ever notice how small issues suddenly become massive arguments? You miss a text while driving, and now she's questioning your loyalty. Like it's a criminal offense. You leave one dish in the sink, and suddenly she claims she's never felt hurt in the relationship. Let me tell you something, that fight? It's not about the dish. This is emotional displacement. One of the most common red flags of someone battling internal guilt. She's angry, yes, but not at you. She's angry at herself. A woman who's being unfaithful often doesn't want to face the guilt head on. So what does she do? She starts fights. She creates emotional distance. Because in her mind, if you're cold, distant, or inattentive, then she's justified in stepping out. It's self-preservation wrapped in blame. Suddenly, you become the villain. You become the reason she had to seek comfort elsewhere. This isn't just gaslighting, it's guilt dressed up as empowerment. But don't bite the bait. You can't win an argument with someone who's already halfway out the door. You remain grounded, calm, and aware. Choose peace, not chaos. Sign 3. You disappear from her future. And this one? It's the most painful because it slips in quietly, almost gently, like fog rolling over familiar ground. One moment, she's talking about our future plans, the vacation you'll take, the apartment you'll find together. Then slowly the we vanishes. I want to travel. Someday. I've been thinking about moving. She talks about growth, but you're no longer included in the picture. She speaks of healing, but it's a solo journey now. She dreams, but you're not in the credits of her story anymore. And that silence, that absence of your name in her plans, it says everything. The scariest part is how subtle it is. You don't even notice at first until one day you realize she's building a life you're no longer part of. In the final part of this video, we'll explore how to confront this painful truth and what steps a wise man should take when these signs begin to show. So stay with me, because the last piece may be the one that changes everything. We left off with a chilling realization. She no longer includes you in her plans, not even in passing. And that quiet exclusion? It's never accidental. It's emotional detachment. In motion, the first step before the physical one. Now let's bring it home. You bring it up. You ask her directly, but she brushes it off. You're overthinking. I just need to figure things out. Why are you being so intense? And you try to believe her. But deep down, you feel it, that distant look in her eyes, the weight in her silences, the way your presence feels more like a burden than a comfort. What most men ignore is this truth. She's already left, not physically. Not yet, but emotionally. She's halfway out the door, rehearsing her goodbye in her mind. And that's why you feel like a ghost in your own relationship. She's present, but not with you. She speaks, but not to you. She looks, but her gaze goes through you. Asterisk, your love, your effort, your presence. It's floating in limbo, waiting to be acknowledged. But she's already moved on mentally, and you're just now catching up to the truth she's been living with for weeks. But here's what you don't do. You don't beg. You don't plead. You don't try to bargain your worth to someone who's already priced you out. Because if she had to lose herself to find herself with someone else, she was never truly yours to begin with. Infidelity doesn't begin with a kiss or a touch. It starts the moment she disconnects emotionally and refuses to come back. Cheating is never random. It's a process. A path. And every step of that path leaves signs. But the question is, will you see them? Will you listen to your gut instead of her excuses? Because here's the truth most men don't want to face. If you let someone cross your boundary once, you've silently taught them they can do it again. So stay awake. Stay grounded. And above all, remember this. A real man never begs to stay in a space where he's being emotionally evicted. He doesn't fight for a seat at a table where his presence is ignored. He walks, not out of weakness, but out of self-respect. If that hits your soul, Type clarity in the comments below. Let the world know you're done tolerating half love and full lies. And if you're tired of guessing, second guessing, and doubting your instincts, subscribe to Pure Stoic Truth. Because here, we don't chase illusions, we sharpen minds, we reclaim power. In the next video, we'll uncover something even more eye-opening. Discover the shocking truth about how girls perceive attractive guys. You might think you already know, but trust me, you've only scratched the surface. See you in the next one.